My name's Meredith Therapas and I'm here at SecondBite in Heidelberg talking to Lucy Coward today, and we're talking about technology. So Lucy, in what ways does SecondBite use technology to underpin its decision making?
We're relatively new to the technology space, particularly the digital space. But we've come a really long way in the last 2 years, and what it's allowed us to do is make better, faster, more informed decisions for the most part. So for example, we've never had a CRM system before, and we're working to build up Salesforce. That will allow us to do our fundraising better. It will allow us to look at where our budgeting versus our fundraising is going. It will allow us to just keep on top of who we need to make a phone call to, because it will send you reminders. We look at all sorts of technology in our new vehicles. So we look at vehicle trackers, for example, that will tell us if a driver is being safe or not on the road, or if he is being safe and someone thinks he isn't, we can back him up. From a general digital platform point of view, we tend to use the Microsoft not Microsoft systems, but what we have done is we've put in SharePoint. Why does that matter? Lots of people have had it, but what it does for a dispersed and national organisation is it allows us to work in real time with each other rather than just sending spreadsheets and documents all over the place and having multiple versions. So they're really just time-saving and decision-making processes for us. Things like Power BI are the same. They're all visibility tools and real-time tools that mean we don't need to be doing things on pieces of paper. We can look at a screen and we can all look at it together no matter where we are.
Fabulous. And you mentioned CRM. Could you just explain what that is in a little bit more detail if you could?
Sure. The CRM that we're using is Salesforce, but there's a number of them out on the market. So a CRM is a customer relationship management system. Essentially what it means is whether you're in a sales organisation or one like ours where you have fundraisers and touch points and stakeholders, that you can keep a record of your interactions with them, what's important to them. You can plan your sales calls if you're in a sales environment, or my agency coordinators can plan which agencies they're going to see, and I can see where they are and what they're doing and how it's going. So it's basically just a really nice centralised way of keeping data so you don't lose it when people come and go from organisations, and you can make sure you're up to date with your key stakeholders and where they're up to.
Okay, and that's great. Technology has some real benefits, but it also comes with some challenges. So what are some of the challenges that you've encountered with the adoption of new technologies?
I think the major challenge is the rolling out of things and data. When you set up any new system, the quality of the data that you put in determines the journey from there. I think you probably need to spend a lot more time, 2, 3, 4 times more time, getting the data that you're putting into a system right before you start launching a system. For us, for example, if we get our fundraising data wrong, or we get our routes that we do out to our coal stores wrong, or we don't know who we're supposed to call, it never improves from that point on. So I think data first and a solid rollout plan. You absolutely need to have a plan. You need your Gantt charts, you need all the things that sit behind it so you know what you're doing and when, and you need to have the points in time where you can determine, are you on or off track? Are things going well? Are they not going well? If you don't have that, you're just wandering, and in the end you're never quite sure, did you land that technology project in the way that you'd hoped.
And obviously there's the people training side of it as well. That's quite a process, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. I think having your super users be true super users of any technology is really important. They need to know it inside out. And sometimes that's someone who just uses it every day, and sometimes it's somebody that you can target to do that. Having them in the background is important. And understanding that not everybody learns in the same way. Some people are visual, some people like to do it themselves, some people read and then do. There's all sorts of ways that people learn, so you need to think about that when you're doing a training program.
Thank you, Lucy. There's some really good insights in the way technology is used at SecondBite.